We work so you can play. MiniWarGaming's Warmachine League Battle Reports, Season 2.
Hey MiniWarGamers, MiniWarGamer Joel here, and I am joined today by...
Dustin.
And...
Cam.
All right, you guys know both of these guys. Dustin's been here recently for a few games, but Cam we haven't seen in a little while. He's been on a little hiatus, but he's back for some more games, maybe get some wins.
Yeah, maybe.
Who'd you bring today, Cam?
Skorne.
Oh, we got Hordes and we got Skorne back. We've only had one Skorne game so far with JP, and then he switched back to Menoth. Too much Menoth. We got Skorne again. I'm excited for that. Skorne's one of my factions, so I like that. And what did you bring?
I brought Menoth.
After I just poo-pooed on it.
I have to redeem myself.
Menoth is a very good faction, and it is nice to have a Warmachine and a Hordes faction. So, you know, if you like Warmachine or Hordes at home, you can root for one side or the other. So we are going to show you the armies in just a minute. We got the scenario already set up. We'll show you that in a second. It's Incursion. Everyone knows Incursion, but we'll show you in a sec. So let's get to the action. Stay tuned. Here is Dustin's 50 points of Menoth, and he spread it nice and far for me so that I get to pan back and forth. Who's your caster today, Dustin?
Just Prime Krios today.
Ooh, the battlebox caster. Get ready to see some stuff get knocked down.
Hopefully.
And he also has purification, I think?
Yes, he does.
Why has he not played more? He's so good, I think.
I actually think he has played quite a bit, personally.
You always see Harby and Efiora and stuff at tournaments, but I think he's pretty awesome. Maybe he has some weaknesses. I don't really play him on Oath, but purification and a knockdown feat seems great.
Tell you the truth, I actually don't play him too often either, so that's why I brought him over.
Well, who did you bring with him today? Who's in his battle group here?
His battle group, I have Double Reckoners.
Oh, that's on this side? Yeah,
sorry.
That's all right.
Then over here is the Vanquisher.
Okay.
And then the Redeemer.
Little light jack there. Okay, and of course you've got the choir.
Yep, full choir.
You never bring jacks without at least some choir members, but you got the full 6 members because you got 4 jacks. Not a bad idea.
Yep.
2 vassals.
2 vassals up here at the front.
All right, you got a merc here.
Primaris.
Very nice. Who's this guy over here?
He's the fixer. He's the monolith fixer. Fixes my jacks up.
Little repair guy.
Yeah, I had a point left, so I threw him in.
Okay, nice, very nice. You got the book.
Yep. Book.
Very annoying to try and remove. It only takes 1 point every time you damage it. It counts as a small base even though it's big. And unless you have critical consume for small bases, it's going to take you 5 hits on it with 5 damage rolls to take it out. Rupert.
Yep.
He's going to be piping up some tough, I think.
Definitely for the errants over to the left there.
And that's your last in the unit. Full unit of errants.
Plus UA.
Plus UA. Very nice. And that is 50 points of Dustin's Menoth. Here is Cam's 50 points of Skorne in a nice paint job and basing as usual. Cam always brings very nice models to the table. And who's leading your army today there, Cam?
Xerxis.
All right, got the big fists of Halak or whatever, those 2 giant maces with critical smite on them. Or is it combo smite? Combo smite.
Yeah.
It's Tiberiano's the crit smite. He's got combo smite, so very nice. I think he is, with combining them together, it's the highest base POW of any warcaster. I think it's power and strength 18 or 20, so it's way up there. I mean, Butcher probably can do a bit more damage, but combined, very nice. And so who's in his battle group?
We got the Carney.
Moloch Karn, the character war beast.
And the bronze back.
Also very nice. And you got him on a pedestal there so he can get into melee with things.
Yeah, a little bit.
And make him a little scarier, making him like what is he, almost a solid 5 inches tall for real. Very cool. Looks like you got a unit. Is this the Arcueri over here?
Arcueri.
Full unit, so they got the drag on those weapons. They can drag medium or small base. Very nice.
Yep.
And the Satrati.
Yep.
Over there. So they're a shield walling unit, multi-wound, 8 boxes. Both units are weapon masters, so they can dish out mat 7. They can do quite a bit of damage in melee. You got the beast handlers. Skorne's always got to bring them. For fury management, they enrage to do free charges or slams or tramples and +2 strength. And you got the posse over here. They're a minion unit that I think Skorne almost runs better than minions does. You can't put Defender's Ward on them, but they can get Fury from Xerxis, which is +3 to melee damage rolls. And this guy over here, the Taskmaster, can either make them tough or give them another +2 strength. So at +5 strength, they can be power and strength 18.
Yeah.
2 and 3,
Yeah,
so
with
+5.
Yeah.
So they can be power and strength 18 with 2 attacks.
Yeah, that's true.
They're pretty amazing. You knew that, right, Cam?
No. I'm glad you play Skorne.
And then he's got the gobbers there for some clouds. So that is Cam's 50 points of Skorne. Here is our battlefield for this game. As I said, we are playing Incursion. So you can see those 3 flags spread on the board. They are 9 inches on the outside ones from the edge. And all 3 flags are 15 inches apart from each other. In 2014, that middle flag can never go away, but at the end of the first round, we're gonna roll a die. On a 1, 2, 3, one of the flags will go away, and on a 4, 5, 6, it would be the other one. So we'll be left with 2 flags. Each player can get 1 control point if they control the outside flag or the middle flag. And they get 1 point for dominating the middle, but they can get 2 points if they dominate an outside flag. They're not sure which one will disappear, so they'll have to try and move their caster in that direction. If that's what if they want to dominate, they'll have to try and figure out, anticipate which side it'll be. So we have the deployment. Dustin is going to go first. He deployed his caster in between his 2 reckoners there, and on Cam's side here, he's got Xerxis back behind his beasts here and all of his units of Cataphract. So we are going to get to turn 1, and it'll be Dustin. We'll see what happens. Dustin's allocating 1 focus to each of his jacks, and then sitting on 3. Errants are going to go first, and they're going to get a run charge order and run themselves up the board. Krios will now activate.
Just going to advance up 5, and then he's going to cast Defender's Ward. Is
6 inches onto that errant, giving that whole unit Defender's Ward, +2 defense, +2 armor.
Yeah, there you go.
Book will activate, and it's going to run forward.
I'm just going to run.
Pan 1. A lot of stuff's going to run. Same thing with the other Reckoner.
Yep.
And same thing with the Vanquisher.
He's only an 8 though, so it's not quite as fast. And this guy is a 10. So
Redeemer.
Redeemer, yes.
Rupert now is going to advance forward.
And he's going to sing Dirge of Mist on the Errants, which is 8 inches away.
Very nice. Reaches them, so they get tough.
No, Dirge of Mist gives them
+1 defense.
And terror.
That's right. I should know that because the Gators can put up Dirge of Mist as well.
There you go.
Vassal will activate, and it's going to run forward, keeping up with those jacks.
Yeah. Next up is going to be the other one. He's going to do the same thing.
Sounds good. Little mechanic guy.
He's going to run too. He's only a 10. Okay. And then next up, the choir. They run for 12. They'll also just run.
So they're not singing anything for their jacks this turn. They're just running to keep up.
Just running.
Finally, normal Iris. Iris 1 is going to activate.
She's just going to run into the trees. She does have Pathfinder.
Very nice.
So she's just going to go there.
There's the board at the end of Dustin's turn 1. Just a bunch of running forward. Put up Dirge of Mist. Got Defender's Ward. So all those errants are pretty good defense right now.
Defense 15.
Very nice. So pretty survivable to lead his army up. So we'll get to Cam's turn 1 and see what he does in retaliation. Gobbers are going to go first, and they're advancing forward. They're going to throw down their cloud.
Smoke it up.
Alright, so they get to place a 5-inch, when there's 2 of them, they can place a 5-inch AoE, and the center of it has to be within 1 inch of the leader. And are you using the guy with the can on the back as the leader?
Yeah.
The canister? Alright, so there's a 5-inch cloud circle over top of them. Gators are going to advance themselves forward, and they are going to pray.
Dirge it up.
For Dirge of Mist, +1 defense and terror. Taskmaster will move up and temper flesh on those Gators, giving them tough and fearless. They're already fearless, but tough. Our QRI are going to advance first, and Xerxis has martial discipline, so warrior models in his control area can advance through other warrior models without penalty, so they're advancing right through those Satrati. And they're going to see if they can reach with a shot, but it's short this turn. It's only 8 inches. Xerxis is going to advance forward his 5 inches. And then he is going to use his ability press forward onto those Satrati there. So he can either do press forward for +2 movement, or he can give a unit as well Pathfinder.
Defender's Ward on them as well.
Okay, and casting Defender's Ward for that 2 defense, 2 armor.
And Fury on Mori.
Okay. On back there on Molikarn, he's going to get Fury. So you'll probably cast that first, I guess, before you move, so you can see him. Sure. Sounds good.
Shield
So
wall.
those Satrati now that can move up to 7 inches are going to do so, and they're using their shield wall. So if they're base to base, they get +4 armor, bringing them to armor 20, but with Defender's Ward, armor 22 and defense 14. Not too shabby. The bronze back is going to force himself, or be forced for one, and run himself up into that cloud.
They'll rally him a bit too.
Rile him up for 2, or a total of 3 fury on him. Molokarn's gonna force for 1, and he's gonna run up to here, and he's got that fury on him right now for +3 melee rolls on his melee damage rolls. Finally, the beast handlers, they're gonna run up to keep up with those beasts. There's the board at the end of round 1, so not a lot of fighting yet, actually no fighting so far. Cam attempted a shot, but he was too far away. So we're gonna roll a die right now to see which of these objectives, or flags I should say, is going to disappear. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 on the left, 4, 5, 6 on the right, and that's a 3. So that's gonna be this one over here, gone. So now we'll get to Dustin's turn 2. Dustin is letting Defender's Ward fall off those errants, and then he is going to upkeep, he's gonna place 1 focus on one of the Reckoners and 1 focus on the Redeemer and sit on the other 5. The Reckoner that has the focus on it's going to go first. It's going to advance forward up into that little nook. And is it going to take a shot there, Dustin?
Yes, it is. It's going to shoot at the, let's say the cactus guy.
All right. Range on it?
Just 12, so it might miss.
Coming up just short by about not quite an inch. The Vassal Mechanic is going to go next, and it is going to run.
It's just going to run up right here.
Base to base with that Reckoner. The choir is going to go next. They are going to advance forward, and they are going to sing Battle on all their jacks, giving them +2 to hit and +2 to their damage rolls. Krios will now activate. He's going to advance forward his 5 inches.
He's going to check his control area.
All right.
And I think I'm still short, which is...
Yep. They're not quite in your control area right now.
So then I'm just going to recast Defender's Ward. I was hoping to purify
that Defender's Ward off, and it's just out.
Didn't
Not
work.
a bad idea.
Yeah, so I will
recast the Defender's Ward.
I think I'm going to cast Lamentation after I cast the Defender's Ward on them. With that extra 3, I was going to save for purification.
Sure, so Lamentation causes enemy models that are currently in your control area have to pay double for upkeeps and double to cast spells. So currently, nobody, but if he gets closer and tries to cast something, it's going to be doubled. Iris, hiding in the forest there, will activate now, and she is going to advance just to the front of that forest.
And she's going to take a shot at the leader gobbler there.
There were 1 gobber that's in that cloud. All right.
She's going to use...
So Iris is going to use Phantom Seeker to ignore that cloud, because he didn't realize that they have camouflage. They would have been 19 defense. Now they're 15.
There we go.
So you're looking for a 6?
Yes, I am.
Misses with a 3, though.
Awesome.
The Redeemer now will activate, advancing himself forward. Does he have Pathfinder?
No, but I'm just going to toe in a little bit here.
Okay.
And I'm going to make my first rocket attempt at this fellow right here.
Okay.
It's 16 inches, so it should reach.
Distance looks good. So he's got Defender's Ward and in a cloud, which brings his defense to 16 right now. So the Redeemer needs boxcars to hit, so Dustin's just going for a deviation, obviously. So we'll do the deviation.
Green's direction.
Sounds good. Direction 5 for 5 inches. So 5 brings it over to here, and it hits nothing. So the Redeemer will spend its 1 and take another shot, targeting the same model. Looking for boxcars. No boxcars. So we'll do a deviation, green direction, direction 3 for 2 inches. So that AoE came back this direction, and it actually still connects with both of these models. However, currently they are armor 22 because they have Defender's Ward and Shield Wall. And what's the POW out of Blast?
POW's only a POW 8 with battle, so...
We're not going to even bother to roll that. He was looking hopefully to deviate, I think, towards those beast handlers over there or on the gobbers.
It was the gobbers I was wanting.
Right. The Vassal will activate. It's going to move up behind that Redeemer. And is it going to make it do it all over again?
No, it's actually going to give him Enliven.
Oh, okay.
When he takes damage, he makes
full advance.
full advance.
The Purple Reckoner will now activate. It's going to advance forward.
Yeah, just a little bit up this way.
Okay.
Still looking this way.
And then what is it going to do?
Absolutely nothing.
Very good. The Book will now activate.
It's just going to move in as tight as he can there, which isn't...
He's too big to fit through, but he'll just go base to base with those two.
And he's going to give Fire continuous effect to the errant's weapons as long as they're within 10 inches of it.
Okay. Errants will now activate.
They're just going to advance.
Okay.
And hopefully fling some fire bows.
Shoot their bows a little bit. There's their final placement, and these 3 ones that are marked with black tokens did not advance because they are aiming. We'll start with the aiming one on the far side here, and he's going to take a shot at the one not in the cloud. Looking for a 6 to hit here. Misses. This one will take a shot at the same one. This one's looking for an 8 because he did not aim, and he gets 1 short again.
Oh.
This other aiming one is going to take a shot over here. Range looks good. Looking for a 6. He hits.
Yay.
Armor is 22 currently.
So minus 12, can't do any damage, but he is lit on fire.
Okay. The one here behind the flag bearer is going to take a shot. And who's he shooting at, Dustin?
This model right here.
All right. Sounds good.
Still good.
Looking for an 8. Miss. This aiming one here is going to shoot at Cactus Man. Distance looks good. Looking for a 6. Gets it. Can't do damage, but he's lit on fire. The UA leader guy is going to take a shot at the one next to him. Distance looks good. His rat's 1 higher. Looking for a 7. Gets it. And lights him on fire. This one will take a shot over here. Looking for an 8. Miss. This one here will take a shot here. Looking for an 8. Miss. This one here is going there. Looking for an 8. Miss. The one on the end taking a shot here.
Nope.
Ugh, 1 shy again. Vanquisher will now activate.
Just making an advance. Can't quite get over the wall.
So up behind that vassal. Alright. Rupert will now advance.
He's going to give Dirge a Mist again to the errants.
Sounds good. +1 defense and terror. The last vassal will go, or the other vassal I should say.
Yeah, he's going to go over base to base with the Vanquisher here, and he's going to give Enliven to this Reckoner.
Sounds good. So there's the battlefield at the end of Dustin's turn 2. He advanced forward, took a bunch of shots with those errants, lit 3 of those Satrati on fire, so we're going to see on the start of Cam's turn if it goes out or if they take some damage. Otherwise, didn't get a lot of connections, tried to take out those gobbers, so we'll see what Cam can do now in his turn 2. So 3 guys in fire here, we're going to roll it out. We'll start with left to right, see which ones go out on a 1 or a 2. It goes out. First guy, still on. Second guy, still on. And last guy, still on. So we're going to get 3 damage rolls here. They lose shield wall, but they keep defender's ward for this. So they're going to be armor 18. So it's going to be dice -6. First guy takes no damage. Second guy in line, ooh, he takes 4. Not too bad. And last guy takes no damage. Xerxis reaves back his Fury, and then he spends 1 to upkeep that Defender's Ward and 1 to upkeep Fury over on Moloch Karn. Taskmaster will advance himself around those gators a little bit, and he is going to say what to them?
Pain driver.
Pain driver, +2 strength to that unit. Then the gators are going to go, they are going to pray for March to give them Pathfinder, and they are going to declare a run charge order, so now they can charge over that wall. They're going to charge at some of these errants. There's the final placement. We got a charge from this one here. This one charged the same model. He charged here, this guy charged here, and that one charged there. So they got 2 attacks. One is at 1/2 inch, one is at 2 inches. So this one might get an extra attack there and stuff, we'll see. So where do you want to start, Cam?
I'll start over here.
Sounds good. Start with the leader, start with his charge over onto that errant. With Defender's Ward, he's looking to roll an 8 to hit, so the first one is a miss. So the second roll from that same gator, that one hits. It's the power and strength 15 right now. So that's 22 altogether. That's a dead errant. So this one lost his charge target, but he can still use his spear to try and hit over here on this one, so that's what he's going to do. Looking for an 8. Gets it with boxcars. Power and strength 15, I'd say that's another dead errant. He lost his target, but he's too far away from here, so we'll move on to this one, who charged at this guy here, so we'll do his rolls. Looking for an 8. Gets it. Power and strength 15. Dead. That one's gone. So this one here doesn't have his charge target anymore, but he can use his spear over onto this one, which is what he'll do. Looking for an 8. Oh, shy by 1. The beast handlers will go. They're advancing forward. And one of them is going to enrage Moloch Karn. And probably, I guess they're not going to do anything to the bronze back. He's full health.
Yeah.
Doesn't need enrage. Because when you enrage, it gives them +2 strength, and they have to run or charge or trample if they can. Xerxis is going to put press forward over on those Arcueri, and then he's advancing himself over to the Cam's right. And he drops 2 of his Fury, just throws it away, and holds on to 1. Arcueri are going to go, and they're going to advance. And those ones can advance through their models. However, the Martial Discipline's only in the control area, so it only reached up to that 3rd guy. So he can't move through Cam, is what I'm saying. Because he doesn't have Martial Discipline anymore.
I see.
So they're gonna have to move behind. And the last one moved himself over here. So unfortunately, these 3 Citrati and the 3 Arcueri on the end didn't have that Martial Discipline. It's still affecting this one though. So this one back here can actually shoot through his own guys, and so could this one. That one has a gap to shoot through. So Cam did a pretty good job making it work. So now he'll make some shots. So this Arcueri on the end is going to shoot through the gap at the one that is closest here. He's looking for a 9 to hit, misses. So this one here can see through Cactus Man, and this one, and he's going to try to shoot the one right here. Looking for a 9, doesn't get it.
Target.
That one back there is going to take a shot right there, looking for a 9. Doesn't get it. This one here is going to take a shot right there, and that, I believe, is the... Oh, sorry, this one's the UA leader. Okay, so that one there. Looking for a 9. Gets it. Pow on the spear.
12. Weapon Master, right?
-6. No, not on the shot. So he's got a damage, and he doesn't damage with a 5. This one will shoot here. Looking for a 9. Doesn't get it by 1. And finally, the last one there is going to take a shot over here.
Whoa.
Looking for a 9, but he gets a 4. Those Citrati are going to shield wall, and they're going to advance forward there 5 inches. Those ones on the end, they still get their Martial Discipline, so they're just advancing forward. And a couple of them will probably at least reach that front one there. So 2 of them are able to reach here, so we'll make a couple attacks. They're Mat 7, so they're looking for 8s to hit. First guy hits. Power and Strength 11, but he's a Weapon Master, so gets to roll 3 dice. And it was looking for at least an 8 to kill. Dice -7. It's a dead errant. Molokarn will now activate. He's going to put up his Animus Fate Walker. And what that does at the end of everything's activation on his side, Molokarn gets to do a full advance. And then what's Molokarn going to do?
Charge the gal.
Charging over there at P. Iris. Alright, so he's speed 6, can move up to 9 inches. Distance looks like it'll be good, but he has reach as well.
Plenty.
Alright, so he's moving in. Think she's in trouble. Molokarn's looking for a 9 to hit here, and he gets it with an 11. Cam didn't boost it because he has Future Sight. He could have boosted it after, but he doesn't need to. That's what makes Molokarn nice and Fury efficient. He charged for free because of Enrage, and he's Power and Strength 15. He's a Weapon Master charging.
And Fury.
And he's got Fury on him, so it's 18. So I'm pretty sure P. Iris is dead. Yeah, I don't even think you need to roll it.
Even with 1s, he's dead.
You can roll it to see. Well, not even a good rate roll, but it's enough. He rolls an 8 for a total of 26, though. So he's going to 2-inch sidestep over to there. After he hits with one of his initials, he gets a 2-inch sidestep. If he had another model to hit, he could try to hit them and then sidestep again, but that's all that's in reach, and that's where he's going to end his activation. Gobbers are going to advance forward. Cam's already put down that cloud just to save time, so you don't have to try to put it underneath, and they're dropping that 5-inch cloud. Then Bronzeback is going to run himself up into the cloud, and he's going to rile himself for 1 first, so that he brings himself to 2, so that he'll have enough Fury to reave at the end of his start of his next turn. Then Molokarn is going to advance base to base with the flag over there with his Fate Walker move and get himself 1 control point. Because that is the end of Cam's turn. So 1 control point there for controlling that outside flag. There's the placement of all the models. He managed to kill a few of those errants with his Gators and 1 with his Citrati there. So now we're going to go on to Dustin's turn 3. He's got some scorn in his face. We'll see what he can do in retaliation. So Dustin has chosen not to upkeep Defender's Ward, but then he's given 2 to each of his Reckoners and 3 to his Redeemer, leaving none on his caster. So we'll see what he has planned for his turn. Choir will activate first. They're going to shuffle themselves around, and then they're going to cast Battle. onto those jacks, giving them +2 to hit and +2 to damage rolls. The mechanic will go next.
He is going to run.
Okay.
He's going to run this way.
He's just going to be like, I'm getting out of here.
Goodbye, suckers.
Over to the edge. The Piper dude, Rupert, that's his name. He's going to do his tough song, and then he's going to run.
It's a heroic call, and then he's going to run.
Right up into those Citrati. Bold.
He's brave.
Krios will go next. He is going to advance himself around that Reckoner.
Control area real quick.
Sure.
So that's more than enough.
Advancing himself around that Reckoner.
Just over here a bit.
Sure.
He's going to now feet.
Okay. So his feet, it's getting...
Like
yep, even that guy, I think.
And over here, just...
Most of those gators, looks like it won't get the outside too, but basically his feet is going to knock all those models down.
Yeah, so these two are out.
Okay.
I was measuring a little farther.
Errants will now activate. They are going to run/charge. We just marked it up. We did a close measurement. It reaches as far as this gator is knocked down. These two guys are okay. Actually, it only reached this Citrati member, and it does reach as far over there as Molik Karn, so he is getting knocked down too, along with the Bronzeback and those Gobbers. So we got one charge here, one there, two onto this guy from a guy on each side. We have one charge here and one there, so two on that one. He just ran, he's the Piper, and he charged over here. So we'll do some damage rolls because they're all automatically hit because all those are knocked down. So we'll start over here on one of these Citrati. They maintain shield wall even when knocked down, so they're going to still be armor 22 with the Defender's Ward. Dice minus 13 here. He's rolling a column for... Are they Weapon Masters?
I told you to do it, Joel.
So no Weapon Masters.
But either way, it doesn't hit him.
Yeah, doesn't damage him.
Okay.
So the next guy who charged one of those Citrati, dice minus 13.
Ooh, there we go.
There's a roll. They are Weapon Masters, sorry?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
So 7 damage.
7 damage.
Okay.
So that's still alive.
This guy?
Yep.
Yep. And the other one that charged him, dice minus 13.
You have 14 to kill him. Nope.
Not enough. On the Gators, they don't get unyielding because they're knocked down, so it's going to be dice minus 7 here. First one does 3 damage.
Second one.
Does another 4 damage, but he's still alive, left on 1.
Or this guy?
This guy there.
Okay.
So that was this one here who got charged by 2. So now this one, he's only got 1 charge on him, dice minus 7. He takes 4. And the last one who got charged there, dice minus 7, takes 8.
There we go.
He will die.
This guy?
That one there, yep. The Redeemer will now activate. He's going to advance himself forward around the edge of that forest.
And just that ½ inch in.
Okay.
And he's going to fire at the caster, which has line of sight because the big boy is knocked down.
Sounds good. Range looks good. Dustin is boosting to hit here with that battle. He's rat 3, trying to hit defense 13 Xerxis. Xerxis is not knocked down.
So I'm going to boost to hit it.
Yep, looking for a 10. Gets it.
I'll boost damage too.
Alright, sounds good. Armor is 18 on Xerxis.
Pow, 14 with battle.
So dice minus 4. And he does 5 damage to Xerxis. Cam has chosen to take that damage and not transfer it. He does have 1 Fury available for transfers. The Redeemer will buy 1 more attack. And now he needs a straight 10 on 2 dice.
Miss.
So he misses, so we'll do a deviation. Green will be direction. It's going to go 2 inches to the 6. We also we forgot to do the blast damage on those 2 beast handlers on the last shot. So we'll do that. And that deviation brought that template over to here. So it's that second shot is only going to connect with Xerxis. So we'll do the blast damage on each beast handler first. POW 8 on that blast damage. Their armor 11. Dice minus 3 here. So that's 1 dead beast handler. And the second beast handler is alive. So the blast damage of that second shot on Xerxis, he's armor 18. Dice minus 10.
Rolls dead.
Exactly enough to not do any damage. So this silver and red Reckoner is going to charge into...
We'll charge this guy back here.
That guy back there, so they're knocked down, so you have line of sight. Charges himself right into there.
Sorry, I'm hitting your model.
That's alright, looks like distance will be good. So that Arcuera is auto hit in melee. He is armor 15. POW on your mace.
Is 19.
Dice plus 4, sorry. Boom!
Not bad.
That's a huge hit. I would say that's a dead Arcueri. Yep.
Yes.
So that's the leader, so he's just swapping him out. Alright, so by his second attack over at that Arcueri, auto hit melee, dice +4, not a charge anymore, and does 8 damage to him. And he kills him. Just making you switch your leader around all the time. Book is now going to activate, and it's going to advance forward.
It's going to use Flames of Wrath on him, which gives him fire continuous effects on his weapons.
Okay. Very nice. The purple Reckoner will now activate, and it's going to declare a charge over here at his caster because he has an assault spray. So he's moving in a line that would end him in melee range eventually with the caster. He's going to knock his Redeemer over because he doesn't like him very much.
Takes D3 damage.
Yep. And then he's going to measure to see range on it.
And we're short!
And it's short by about an inch. Vassal will now activate, that one on the right.
It's going to run for 5, and then there's additional 5 because it's speed 5.
Over there to try and contest that flag. Vanquisher will now activate.
It's going to move over as 4.
Okay.
And he's going to take a shot at these little guys.
The Gobbers in their cloud.
Yeah, so.
Sounds good.
Reaches.
So those Gobbers looking for anything but Snake Eyes. He's 7 against 9 basically, even though they have camouflage in a cloud. So they hit, even though you're using 2 colored dice.
Just for you, Joel.
I know.
So it's POW 16.
They're dead. They don't have tough in their armor, like 11.
The other one will be POW 9 and
Pound 9.
On the
So
blast.
anything but Snake Eyes. And he's dead too. So that's 2 dead Gobbas. That cloud stays though until next turn. Dice -10 on the bronze back here for blast damage. No damage. Other Vassal will now activate. He's going to go over base to base with that Vanquisher.
give him a liven.
Alright. So there's still 3 guys on fire here. And the caster is on fire from that AoE, right?
No, it's not a fire continuous effect.
Oh, you missed with that one,
Yes.
right? It was the Redeemer who hit and he didn't have it. Never mind, so it's just the 3 guys at the front here.
Bronze back?
Bronze back is on.
And the bronze back. Okay, so we'll check fire starting from left to right with one of the Satrati members. Fire goes out on that one. Second one, fire's still on. Third one, fire's still on. Bronze back, fire goes out. Fire on the first Satrati, it's going to be dice -6 here because they still have Defender's Ward. Ooh, 6 damage. And on the second one, 1 damage. So Cam is going to upkeep then Defender's Ward over on those Satrati, and he's going to upkeep Fury over on Moloch Karn for now. He also forced the bronze back for 1, and the Moloch Karn there is forcing for 1 so they can stand up to not forfeit movement or action since they were both knocked down. And then he'll sit on 3 Fury. Pain, the Taskmaster there is going to move up, and he is going to give them +2 strength onto those Gators. The 2 knockdown Gators here are going to stand up and forfeit their movement to still have action. And then these 2 over here, they're not knocked down, so they just get to move into combat wherever they please. They are going to pray for Cold Blood this turn, so they get to re-roll attack rolls that missed on living models, which errants are. So Cam wants to start over here. Doesn't matter, bite or spear. Which one would you like to start with? The bite? Boit. Boit for the half-inch melee range. So he's going to be Mat 7, trying to hit defense 15. He misses, but he gets to re-roll because of Cold Blood. Misses with the re-roll. Sorry, Dustin just stepped in and said, hey, I didn't Dirge of Mist or Defender's Ward those guys. You're both wrong. Their defense 12. So actually this one with the 6 on the first roll did hit him. So we'll do a damage roll there. They don't have the Defender's Ward. So power and strength 13. Or sorry, 15 against, what is their armor then, Dustin?
Their arm's only 16, so it did hit kill them. But
It'll kill automatically, yeah. So it did tough?
Yep.
Roll.
Alright, from Rupert. So now you can do your second attack, your spear attack. That one hits. Again, it's an auto tough roll. Sorry, you don't even need to hit, because it was knocked down.
Oh, yeah.
Tough anyways.
Tough anyways.
Alright, back at him.
Leader here will make the bite auto hit, and it's auto damage, right? Because 15 against 16, can't roll any
right.
less. Toughs again.
666.
Again.
With the spear.
Spear.
Doesn't tough. He's just making, he can't keep rolling 5s or 6s in a row, he says. And you're gonna let that one die.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was both attacks there?
Yep. So
Alright,
this
that guy there. Alright, looking for a 6. Gets it. Doesn't tough. So that was with the bite.
So then I'll spear the other guy.
Sounds good. Trying to spear the... And is that the leader?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so he hits with a 6. 15 against 14, dice plus 1. So you have to roll it. He has 5 boxes, I think.
His armor is 16, so it's -1, but either way, that's good.
-1, sorry.
It doesn't... And,
Doesn't tough.
he will self-sacrifice the standard bearer, if I'm within range, which I'm pretty sure I am.
Range 3.
Yep.
So sack over there. Okay. So second attack with that one there. Hits. Dice -1, but it's enough to make him force a tough check because he's only got 1 box left now.
And he'll let him die.
He'll just die now. Okay. Probably a good idea because this one is facing such a direction that he can't see anything really. And I think he's out of reach out of the book too. Xerxis is going to move himself up behind that bronze back.
Pop his feet.
Popping his feet. So his feet gives an additional melee damage die for everything in his control area, and anything that is base to base after its activation. It doesn't have to be, but anything that's base to base, basically that's friendly faction, gets +2 armor.
Yeah.
The Citrati will go now. They are forfeiting. Some of them are going to forfeit movement. Some of them are going to forfeit action to stand up. That one is forfeiting its action, obviously, because it needs to get out of the way. So it's moving back
Base to
over
base,
there.
Right?
Base to base with Xerxis. Sounds good.
Trying.
And the other 5, are they just forfeiting their movement?
Yep.
Sounds good for attacks. So where do you want to start with your first attack?
Well, we'll start with this guy because I don't think he's in the feet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not quite. So he is going to attack where first?
We'll go with this guy.
Sounds good. He's looking for a 6 to hit here. It's 7 against 12. Sorry, 5, not a 6. I can do math. And only gets 3 dice because it's not a charge.
Feet?
Either way, it's fine.
I think you said that one was out of the feet.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine either way.
It was going to be dice -5, but so he gets 3 dice because that one's out of the feet. But it's enough anyways,
Yeah.
Dustin says. So
Yeah,
that one on the
go.
end is gone. This one here is going to try and hit over there, looking for a 5. Hits. 3 dice. Power and strength 11 dice.
4 dice, you're in feet.
3 dice.
Oh, that one is in feet. So now he gets 4 because that one is in feet. You just started one too early. That's a tough check. And he toughs. This one here is going to try to hit Rupert. Rupert's 13, looking for a 6 to hit. He gets it. Power and strength is 11, 4 dice.
More than enough.
Tough on Rupert because Dustin is being a jerk with his tough rolls today. That's a lot of toughs.
Yeah, fine.
Guy with a cactus, he's going to hit through that gap at that one, looking for a 5. Misses.
Uh-oh.
This last one against the Jack.
So you'd be -2 to attack. I remember that for the initial ones, but
You missed anyways there. So that one hits though, right?
yeah, Jack's only 12.
Yep. So 4 dice.
Oh, he's not 12. What am I doing?
Rolling a tough roll for a Jack, which you want it to die already. Armor is 19, dice -8. Looks like 4 damage. To column, 4. Arcueri are advancing. Those 2 were not in the feet, so they're not knocked down. These 2, however, were. So what are they going to forfeit?
Movement.
Both forfeiting their movement to hopefully make some shots. So where do you want to start first with a shot?
Well, we'll start with this guy.
Sure.
You can get Roops.
Shoot at Rupert, and you can see through his own guys because of martial discipline. So we'll see if he hits. Anything but snake eyes to hit, and he hits Rupert. The POW is 12 on it.
So snake eyes again.
Tough check. Rupert toughs. Like a jerk.
I should have been doing that all.
Next one over there, that far one over here. He's going to take a shot at Rupert. Hits him. See if he toughs. Oh my goodness. This one here is going to take a shot on this side of this knocked down errant. Anything but snake eyes to hit. He hits him. Armor is 16, so dice -4. Tough check. Toughs. Everyone on the camera, watching this, you should comment below and tell Dustin to change his die. He's not.
The way I've been rolling, you tell me to change.
Waited.
Okay, same target.
This one over here is going to take his shot on Rupert. Let's see if Rupert can finally go down. Anything but snake eyes to hit.
Snake eyes again.
No.
Oh,
Tough
dude.
check. No tough. Finally, and Rupert goes down.
It was worth it.
Oh, that was so many shots into
Yeah,
him.
that was pretty awesome.
Beast handlers now are going to go. They're advancing forward. So, how's he removing that one?
I guess he'll hurt him, right?
He'll try to hit him with a whip. So you
Yeah.
have to hit him first.
Oh.
Hitting him in the back, He's defense 12, and a beast handler is mat 5, but you're hitting him in the back, so you go up to 7, so you're looking for a 5 to hit him.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. You hit him, anatomical precision, he automatically will take 1, but you get to remove or add a fury, so he's going to remove that fury, which you already did. There we go. And the other one, did you say he's going to enrage him then? With his, so that one did the whipping. This one will enrage. And what's this one over here going to do?
He's going to clean more.
Okay, so he's just going, that one, since he can only do one thing, you might as well just pull the fury with condition, right? Instead of whipping him for damage.
Yep.
All right, so pulls the fury off of him with condition. Bronzeback's going to go, and he is enraged. So he is going to charge at Purple Reckoner. And I think it's going to be a wrecked Reckoner.
He's going to make it. He won't roll 5s.
All right. So the Ashen Veil from these Reckoners make him mat 5 effectively. So he needs 5s to hit here. Charged in for free. So we'll see the charge attack on Purple. Looking for a 5. Gets it. Under the feet, he gets an additional die. So he's rolling 4 dice here. He is enraged, so he's power and strength 19 with that fist. Dice damage. So the first swing does a total of 15 damage to column 1.
1 sec, you should roll additional die. It's
Second fist against the same model. Hits. Dice damage. 3 dice. Does another 8 damage to column 2. So the Bronzeback has chain attack, grab, and smash. After he hits with both of his initial fists, he can make a power attack against that same model. Cam here is going to do a headbutt against the Reckoner, and Titans are hard-headed, so they get their Tusk POW to be added, so it's going to be power and strength 16, but it's enraged, so 18. Movement's gone on the Reckoner, so anything but Snake Eyes to miss it. He hits. It's going to be dice -1, still rolling 3 dice. So he does 3 damage only to column 5, and that Reckoner's knocked down for all it's worth. So now it's on to the Tusk attack from the Bronzeback. Auto hit because he's knocked down. Wow, you're rolling all those 1s.
Column.
This is with the Tusk, so it's dice -1, so it's 7 damage to column 2 on that.
And that's more than enough to finish him off.
And he finishes him off without spending any fury yet. Bronzebacks are disgusting. So he will buy now his first attack against that Reckoner over there. Looking for a 5 to hit. Hits. This is again with the Gauntlet, so power and strength 19 dice damage.
What column?
Extra additional die for the feet. And he does 9 damage to column 1. Buying another attack, looking for a 5. He hits. 3 dice damage, whites the column. And he does another 12 damage to column 3. There's still 1 health in that movement column, so still needs a 5 to hit. He hits, though. Dice damage. And does another, 14 damage to column 1. And that is the other Reckoner wrecked.
Oh, no.
And he's holding on to that Citrati member. And I think that's only 3 fury on that Bronzeback. He still has the ability to force for 2 more, but there's nothing in melee range. Bronzebacks with Xerxis are gross. No fury even on him. No, like you could have furied him for +3 damage on all those rolls. Ugh, just gross. Mullet Karn's gonna go. He's moving around that flag, staying base to base with it. He's gonna make a swing against this brave vassal that came to contest. Needs a 6 to hit here. Misses with double 1. Second initial.
Future sight.
Future sight. You know it. Cam knows. Cam remembers now.
I remember the rule.
Nice. So he boosts after the fact.
What's the power?
Rolls a 6 and he hits. Power and strength is 16. Weapon master right now because he still has fury on him.
Weapon master and feet.
And feet. So he gets 4 dice. Not charging.
And just kind of.
Cam's then going to sidestep off of that hit, moving himself kind of back around that flag to there. And there's the field at the end of Cam's turn 3 and round 3. Wow, did he ever do a lot of damage. Took out a bunch of those errants. The Bronzeback did what Bronzebacks do best, especially under Xerxis. Just gross. How do you feel about that, Dustin?
I feel pretty good.
I saw it coming and I was just like, that's going to hurt those Bronzebacks. They can get up to 9 attacks if they get their chain attacks. So great. All right, so that's 2 of his jacks gone. He's still got 2 jacks, though. Got a few errants left. He's got his caster over there. Can he pull off something here? We'll see. We're going to go on to Dustin's turn 4. Cam goes up to 2 control points over here after he cleared out that zone again. So there's scenario pressure there from him as well. We'll get to Dustin's turn 4 and see what he can do. No upkeeps for Dustin. He's allocating 1 focus over to the Vanquisher. Choir will activate first. They're going to shuffle around, and what are they singing this turn, Dustin?
We're gonna go battle.
+2 to hit, +2 to damage rolls. Errants will now activate.
This one's gonna move over here, allowing this guy a chance to free strike me, but goes base to base with Bronze back here.
The old Bronze backy, how about the one knocked down?
He was forfeit his
movement.
Sorry.
Sounds good. And the last one?
He's gonna just advance over here.
Okay, using that back arc.
So
sounds good. So we'll do a free strike from this one onto that errant. Looking for a 3 to hit on the free strike. He gets it exactly. He gets boosted damage. He's a weapon master here. I think the feat still affects him too, actually.
For 1 round? So would that
It's a round.
4 or 5.
So you would get 3 normally, 1 for the free strike, and 1 extra for the feat, so 5 dice. Power and strength 11. That's a lot of damage. I'd say that's a dead errant. Alright, so this errant here is going to make an attack over on Cactus Man. Looking for a 7 to hit with this one. Hits. Power and strength 9. Dice minus, they are shield walled. They are base to base from the feet, and their defender's worth are 24 armor. So dice minus 15.
Second guy, why not? Hits. Well, 6s. Oh, not bad.
Not too bad. I think he actually managed some damage there. That is 11, 14. No. Sorry, it looked high, but it wasn't enough. You need 6, 6, 5 or something to do damage. Or 5, 5, 6.
That's all right.
The Redeemer's activating.
It's going to advance over this way. That's okay.
You want me to turn him around?
Yeah, you can hit him with his butt.
He'll turn him around. All right, sounds good. Advancing into the Bronze back. Looking for a 4 to hit the Bronze back. He hits. 19 armor there. He's not, that Bronze back isn't base to base with a friendly model, so he doesn't get any feet armor.
I'm POW 13, but +2 for battle, so it's 15.
Dice minus 4. He does 3 damage to column 5. Dustin, you do have that green dice over there. You could roll for column. There you go. Vanquisher will now activate.
He's going to move his 4 over here.
Sounds good.
He's going to target his AoE gun at Xerxis, I think his name was. We've been saying it all game.
Xerxis. Over there.
Try to
Okay.
hit him.
Looking for a 6 to hit here. Misses. So we get a deviation.
Dude.
I know, man.
1 inch to the 3. So it just moved a little bit this way. It hits these two. They're both lit on fire, however, from that. And they are base to base, so they'll both get +2 armor. So we'll do some damage rolls if it's possible. What's the damage on it?
Damage is going to be, goes down to 7, then +2 from battle.
So it goes to 9. So he's at a 20, so it's going to be dice minus 11 on him. And he's a 17, so it'll be dice minus 8. So we can roll it out. We'll start with Xerxis. Dice minus 11.
Full hitboxes on that guy there, okay?
This guy?
Yep. Yeah, okay, so if he's got full life, then I will boost it on Xerxis.
Alright, dice minus 11 on Xerxis. Oof, not too bad. 5 damage. So Xerxes is going to pay 1 and transfer that 5 damage. And are you transferring it to Molokarn or to the Bronze back?
We'll do Karn.
Alright, transferring it over to Molokarn. Roll for column. To his column 6, he takes that 5. So blast damage, this is actually a Satrati member, base 16, so he's at 18. So it's going to be dice minus 9. No damage. I forgot he had Defender's Ward as well, so it was even harder. It was actually 20, dice minus 11 on him as well. I did that all wrong. So they were really hard to hit. Or hurt, I mean. Now Krios is going to go, and he is going to charge at the Bronze back. Bronze back is engaged, no counter charge.
I did go through the rough terrain, but I still had a lot of inches there.
Sounds good. 5 to hit here. Misses.
Story of my life.
P. Krios then is going to spend 2 to cast Immolation here over at Xerxes. Looking for a 6 to hit here with Immolation. He misses with a 5. He will cast it 1 more time. Hits.
That's POW
No critical
12.
effect. Alright, POW 12 against armor currently 20. Dice minus 8.
Yeah, let's just roll it.
No damage. He's going to do it 1 more time. Misses. Other vassal will activate.
It's going to make him go over here. He's going to shoot at Xerxes again.
With the ancillary. Alright. Looking for a 6 to hit. Misses. Okay, deviation.
Green's direction.
Direction 1 for 6 inches. They're only 9 inches apart, so it can only go 4.5 inches to the 1, but it's traveling straight on further. It comes out to somewhere around here and hits absolutely nobody. And there is the field at the end of Dustin's turn 4. I would say he is in rough shape. He went for a bunch of shots. He needed to try assassinate Xerxis. It didn't even come close. He still had 2 transfers available. His caster's sitting in front of a bronze back with no focus on him. We'll see what happens though.
You'll be fine.
Dustin is very, very optimistic.
I got this. Cam, you're in trouble.
Alright, so we're going to move on to Cam's turn 4 and see what happens. So we'll do the checks for fire. There's 2 Satrati members here, 1 Satrati member there, and Xerxis all on fire. So we'll start with the Satrati members on the farthest right.
Whoa.
Not in the box. Doesn't go out. So the next one. That one goes out. On the Satrati next to Xerxis, it goes out, and on Xerxis himself,
it'll go out.
Wait.
change and die, it goes out. Dice -6 on the one that's still on fire. No damage. Cam Reeves back the 3 Fury from the bronze back, however he still has 1 left on Molokarn, so he's got to do a frenzy check here. Molokarn's a threshold 10, so Cam needs a 9 or less. And he boxcars and frenzies with Molokarn. So Molokarn turns to face his comrade there, one of the beast handlers, and he's going to try and swing to hit him. We'll see what happens, but I'm not very optimistic about that beast handler. Look, he needs a 6 to hit his own beast handler. He gets it, and that beast handler is so dead. Armor 11. He's gone.
I thought he did.
So Xerxes will not upkeep Fury on Molokarn because he's obviously done, and he's not going to upkeep Defender's Ward either, so he'll just sit on the 5. Xerxes will move up a little bit, and he is going to pay 2 to put Fury over onto the bronze back because he wants the bronze back just to smush things hard.
And Defender on.
He'll then pay 2 to put Defender's Ward on himself just in case things go wary. These handlers will go. He's going to move over to there. The other one will move up, and they are going to enrage that bronze back, so he has ultimate smushing power. Bronze back will now go. He is going to charge, even because he has to. He won't get the bonus, but he'll turn, and he's going to charge here at the caster.
He's fine.
No movement bonus, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Looking for a 7 to hit. He's going to boost to hit, and he hits for sure.
My armor will save me.
Armor on 15 right now. The bronze back is base 17 with a fist, goes up to 19 with enrage, goes up to 22 with fury. So he's got 22 against, it's going to be dice +7.
2? Or the charge is 3?
No,
well, he doesn't get the
just
movement. 2 dice unless you want to boost the damage roll.
At least you get all in one.
Let's see what happens.
See if you can do it in one swing.
There we go.
Boosting the damage roll, gets 3 dice, dice +7.
You can do it.
And he does 12 +7. It does 19 damage. How many on Krios? All of it!
Really?
Smash! 1 fist shot, and he's dead. Shake. Good game, boys.